To the locker room, players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Get ready for the NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for spending your Saturday afternoon with us. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. And they've got one player out of the lineup due to injury.
It's tough enough to win in this league when you're at full strength. Missing a cornerstone player makes it even harder.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Hachimura at power forward with Ayton at center. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. And it's James in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Celtics, their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Then it's Jaylen Brown. And it's Keita in at center. We've got a special one for you here. A good old-fashioned East-West showdown, Richard.
Oh, you'd love to see it, B.A. It's a matter of pride when it comes to these games. It's a matchup that you don't get to see very often.
Pass to Walsh. Back to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. White for 3. Reeves with some nice D. To the middle. Here's Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Oh, what a finish. Rui showing off that athletic ability.
Outside White. Back to Brown. Pass to Walsh. Outside Brown. 5 to shoot. Rebound, the Lakers.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Few guys distribute better than Doncic. He's got good instincts for when and where to send the ball.
Pritchard against Doncic. Here's the pick. To the paint. Stolen by Ayton. And they're on the run. And here they go. And there's Doncic. That's good. On the assist from James.
High IQ pass by LeBron. He reads the floor and gets it to the open shooter.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. We talked about the always daunting prospect of slowing down LeBron James. He told me, quote, as dangerous a scorer as LeBron is, we can't devote too much attention to him because he knows how to use his teammates. If we overplay him, he'll pick us apart with his passing. Back over to you, Brian.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And here's Doncic outside. Pure from three-point range. Doncic has got 5 points.
Along with everything else, Doncic is a knockdown three-point shooter.
White finds Pritchard. James against Brown. Here's Keita. And that one is hammered home.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Now, here is James. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Jacks up a 3. And Los Angeles another 3.
I like when Doncic goes right up with it, giving the defense no time to react.
And Richard, Coach J.J. Redick coming under criticism for how he handled substitution patterns in last year's playoffs.
Look, he did an amazing job in guiding them to the 3rd seed. And look, they just ran out of gas against a better Minnesota team. Players wish they had shots back, and so do coaches sometimes.
Now here's Doncic. Give him 8. Outside Reeves. 5 on the clock. From outside the arc. And it's Doncic missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Walsh. Now White. Here's Keita. Here's Walsh. Off the mark there with a 3. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's Doncic. The shot's good on the assist by James. He's got 10.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Outside White. Pass to Brown. Outside White. Outside Pritchard. Clock at 6. White with a screen on Doncic. Three-pointer Pritchard. LeBron with the rebound. The Lakers lead by 10. And here's Reeves. Pass to Doncic. Sends it home from three-point land. Doncic has got 13 now.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Now here's White. He's scoreless. Stolen by Ayton. James deciding where to go with it. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got his 4th assist in this one. Celtics trail by 16. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. On defense, Los Angeles. Outside White. Pass to Queta. Back to White. Over Reeves. White. Good.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
James. Outside. Back to Doncic. 4-3. It's hauled in by White. The Celtics have gone 3 of 8 so far. The 3, and the three-pointer goes. White's got 5 now.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Reeves. Now here's Doncic. He's got 16. And that one's good. James.
Once the last 3 went in, I looked at LBJ and I was like, yo, I think he's going to try and respond.
Pritchard against Doncic. Pritchard, the pass to White. Here's Walsh. And here's Brown for 3. And Reeves pulls it down. The Lakers lead by 14. Richard, when you talk about Austin Reeves, this guy continues to defy expectations.
I still can't believe he was an undrafted free agent. Not only does he score, he shoots an impressive percentage while doing it. It's just an incredible story.
Boston has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Yes, Peyton Pritchard doing it at the NBA level. But he was a beast in the college ranks too, Richard.
All-time leader in games played, minutes, and assists in his conference. The only player to reach 1,900 points, 600 assists, and 500 rebounds in the conference. You know, that's pretty tough.
Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. Hayes is checked in for Hachimura, and Smart subbed in for Reeves. Pass to Ayton. James outside. Doncic feeling it out a bit. The shot. Queta pulls it in.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Outside White. Six to shoot. Outside Pritchard. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. James outside. Pass to Doncic. From the arc. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Down by 12. Here's White, defended by Smart. And there's White. That's good on the assist by Brown. White's got 7 points.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Doncic passes to Hayes. For 3, James. Offensive board. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Assertive basketball. Ayton getting after it on the offensive glass. Using his size to his advantage.
Outside Pritchard. Outside White. Kick out to Brown. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Brown's got his second basket.
So comfortable in that corner. You better get out to Brown. If you don't, he's going to be sinking these all night.
Smart outside. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Celtics trail by 9. Inside, here's Walsh. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. James, outside. Back to Doncic. Puts up a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got his 5th assist in this one. Outside White. Pass to Brown. From downtown. No good. Good work defensively by James. The Lakers lead by 10. Smart outside. And here's Doncic. He's guarded by White. Doncic passes to Smart. He shoots again. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
As this team's offensive catalyst, Doncic puts pressure on the defense every possession.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Lakers.
They've really been down deep. This is a team that has a ton.
Got a line change here for Boston. And then for Los Angeles, Kleba comes in for DeAndre Ayton. Larabia's subbed in for LeBron. That's good from Doncic. Well, one of the many things that's impressive about Luka Doncic, he double clutches so well.
Right, and he even absorbs contact in the air, and somehow, some way, still has a very high field goal percentage. Luka, his game defies logic. Maybe Luka's logic.
Doncic hits them both. And Grant, the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Ryan?
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. Hauser. No good with the triple.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
To the middle. Here's Larabia. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Now Los Angeles with it. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Smart passes to Hayes. Now here's Smart. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Back to Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
And their offense tonight is Luka, Luka, and more Luka. When he's on, it's an opponent's worst nightmare.
Guarded by Doncic. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
Number 28, Hugo Gonzalez.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Hayes, the pass to Smart. Now here's Doncic. Defense is right there. Hayes finds Kleba. Doncic outside. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to LaRavia. Takes a 3. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for the Los Angeles Lakers. He's now hit 6 threes in this game. Knows he has the green light to fire away. More 2K action in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
They've got Sam Hauser, Chris Boucher out there with Anthony Simons, and it's Minot in at the power forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Here's Minot. Pass to Simons. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Los Angeles leading by 19. Outside Reeves. Smart right side. Hauser grabs the board. Well, the Celtics shooting about 47%. A nice number. Simons left side. The bank shot, no good.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Now here's Smart, defended by Hauser. Smart passes to Kleba. Shot clock at 6. Here's Reeves. And so the ball out of bounds. Smart touched it last.
Let's just say they weren't on the same page there. Not sure he was expecting that pass.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Simons outside. Pass to Minot. And the layup falls.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. To the inside. Here's LaRavia. And he goes in for the dunk.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Here's Shireman, defended by Smart. Here's Simons. That shot off the mark. Reeves with some nice D. Los Angeles leading by 19. Here's LaRavia. Uses the glass on the layup. LaRavia's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Boucher on the screen. Reeves against Simons. Pass to Boucher. Here's Shireman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Minot. 3-pointer, no good.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
LaRavia passes to Reeves. Now Hayes. He's covered by Simons. And it's Hayes. That time on the assist by Reeves. Reeves has got 4 assists in the game. Pass to Simons. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Walsh is checked in for Minot. Jaylen Brown comes in for Hauser. And Derek White subbed in for Shireman. And then for Los Angeles, Vanderbilt's checked in for Kleba. And Vincent is subbed in for LaRavia. Now here's Reeves. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Oh, rejected by Boucher. White looking it over. Pass to Simons. Well, when you think about how the game has evolved in recent years, RJ, the role of the big man might have changed the most.
Who knew threes and assists would become a key stat for 7-footers? But I will say, size helps. You cannot teach tall.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
The Celtics have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Pass to Walsh. Down low. Here's Boucher. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Coaches loving the ball movement.
Reeves against White. Pulls it from the top of the key. The shot by Reeves, no good. The Celtics have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Jared Vanderbilt. That's his first foul. Cadiz checked in for Boucher. Ayton, he's checked in for the Lakers. Doncic comes in for Vincent. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Hey, Boston, let's get loud for Celtics Entertainment.
Here's White. 7 points in the game. To the paint. Queta gets the bucket.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
The Lakers lead by 21. Outside Reeves. Hayes with a screen on White. White against Reeves. Clock at 6. Launches a 3. Queta pulls it in. The Celtics have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Pass to Simons. Outside, Brown. He's got it. 3 for 7 now.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Now here's White. Back to Brown. To the inside. Stolen by Ayton. Smart passes to Reeves. Good work defensively by White.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Outside, Brown. White with a screen on Smart. And here's Brown for 3. Knocks down the triple. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
When Brown has the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous in the two-man game.
Doncic outside. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. Simons outside. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown inside, defended by Smart. Brown gets the bucket. Brown's got 12 points in the game.
And so far, Brown has been dialed in and is showing no signs of letting up.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Pritchard's checked in for Boston. And then for Los Angeles, Hachimura's checked in for Hayes. And James is subbed in for Reeves. Doncic outside. Pass to James. Doncic outside. Offensive rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Now White. He's got 7. Launches it. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hayden's got his 6th rebound on the night. James outside. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Outside White. Pritchard, the pass to White. Pass to Keita. Just 4 to shoot. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Keita's got 6.
Pulling no punches, attacking the heart of that defense.
James, a screen on Pritchard. Here's Doncic, and that one's on target from the wing. Doncic has got 28 points for the game.
With the all-around impact he makes, if he can stay healthy, Doncic could win multiple MVPs. He's got those special kind of gifts.
Now here's White. Back to Brown. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Hachimura outside. Back to James. Hachimura outside. Doncic against Pritchard. Ayton passes to Smart. Connects from downtown. Smart's got 5 points in the quarter.
Look, Smart can be a difference maker from deep. Doesn't always shoot the best shots, but he's got the confidence to knock them down.
Here's Walsh. Up top, Pritchard, guarded by Doncic. Pritchard surviving the D. Brown passes to Pritchard. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 17. Pass to Smart. Doncic outside. Hachimura finds Doncic. James outside. Misses the 3. Boston's gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. That one's good for 2. Walsh has gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
James against Brown. Out to Hachimura. Lets the 3 fly. Boston pulls it in. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Celtics trail by 13. Outside, Brown. 44 seconds left in the second. Shoots. Hachimura with a rebound. And the Lakers shooting around 51%. That's a good number. And here's Doncic outside. They get the rebound. Ayton. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
Outside, Brown. Goes up from the top of the key. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession.
Los Angeles substitution, number 15, Austin Reeves.
Here's White. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers up 15 points as this quarter concludes. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. We'll be back in a moment. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And so in the game for the Lakers, Reeves and LeBron out on the perimeter. Hachimura at power forward with Ayton at center. And it's Doncic in at the one. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Guys?
Allie, thanks for the report. The Lakers lead by 15. James outside. Doncic outside. Ayton, a screen on Pritchard. And here's Doncic outside. Queta pulls it in.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Over to the wing. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Outside Reeves. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Here's James. From deep, here's Doncic. And again, the Lakers, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Outside White. Back to Brown. Just 5 to shoot. The three-pointer off the mark. The Lakers lead by 15. Hachimura, the pass to Reeves. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. And again, the Lakers, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
With the step back. Outside White. Up and over Doncic. James with the rebound. The Lakers have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. You look at all the turnovers. Boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
So it's Los Angeles now. Following the bucket by Boston. Here's Ayton. Tries again. Deflected. Pass to White. To the middle. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Aiden with it. He has 6. Reeves, the pass to Hachimura. Doncic outside. 3-pointer. Rebound Boston. White's got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside. Kick out to Brown. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Pritchard against Doncic. Aiden, the screen on Brown. Here's James. Releases. And again, the Lakers, no good.
How did he brick that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Outside Pritchard. Fires the 3. Fires in the triple. Pritchard's got 5 now.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
From deep, here's Doncic. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. Pritchard against Doncic. Brown passes to Pritchard. From outside, off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 8. And here's Hachimura. Pass to Doncic. And he's going for the lob. And Ayton with the stuff.
He's a nimble guy for someone with that size. Ayton can get off of his feet quick for a lob.
Boston's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
James against Brown. Here's White. Inside. White gets it to go.
Love to see Brown facilitate out of a pick and roll, and I'm sure his coach feels the same way.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Lakers. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Hachimura, the pass to James. Shoots over Brown. It's hauled in by White. White's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Walsh. 6 points for him. Hachimura with the defensive effort. And here's Reeves. Puts up a 3. Knocks it down from distance. Reeves has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Celtics trail by 11. Queta. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, he's been doing all he can to keep this competitive, but he needs some support.
Outside Reeves. Pritchard against Doncic. Doncic is doubled, and the call will be against Derek White. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Here's Reeves. Doncic punches it home.
How about the hustle from Doncic, a winning player?
The Celtics have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Back to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown can't hit.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Now here's Pritchard. 5 points in the game. Outside White. Oh, deflected. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. 13 feet out. Good on the jump shot. Doncic has got 32 points.
And there's Luka, one of the most entertaining players in the league.
Pass to Queta. Now here's Pritchard, guarded by Doncic. Brown against James. Look at Brown, getting it done inside.
The mid-range is not an issue for Brown, and it's just another weapon in his arsenal now.
And with Jaylen Brown on the wing, he feels like any given night he has the advantage in his matchup.
He's either too fast for the big guys or too strong for the small guys. That's the problem. He is a handful on both ends of the floor also. Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Celtics making a switch here. Simons checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Hayes comes in for Hachimura. And it's Marcus Smart in for Reeves. So it's Boston now. It's a 13-point game. Simons outside. Outside White. Pass to Simons. The three. He buries it from three.
Just such an assertive shooter. Simons has his feet planted and just hits it.
Smart outside. Doncic on the wing. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop. That thing is over.
The Celtics have gone 7 of 13 in the second half. Pritchard finds Simons. Outside White. Ooh, here's White on the drive. That shot missing. Smart with the defensive effort. The Lakers lead by 12. Now, here is James. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it out to Smart. Here's the three. The shot's good on the assist by James. Smart has got 8.
Just such a quick release there by Marcus Smart. You love to see that just catch, touch, and release.
Pass to Pritchard. Outside White. Out to Simons. White with a screen on Smart. Second chance shot. And it's White getting it to go. White's got 6 here in the quarter.
Yeah, when you put Simons in that pick and roll action, it puts major pressure on the defense.
Doncic outside. Oh, Luka playing grown man ball inside.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Pritchard finds White. And they'll get another chance. Tatum tips it back in. He's got 12.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in.
What a dunk from Aiden. This is how dominant he can be down low.
Celtics trail by 15. Outside Pritchard. Pass to Walsh. White with a screen on Hayes. Now here's White. And here's Pritchard from outside the arc. Rebound by the Lakers. James has got 5 rebounds tonight. Now Doncic. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. James outside. Ayton, a screen on White. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot. And it's Smart missing. Boston's shooting 45% here in the second half. To the middle. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. With some changes, Boucher's checked in for Walsh. Hauser comes in for White. And it's Brown in for Pritchard. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Kleba, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. LaRavia comes in for James. Reeves is checked in for Smart. And Vincent is subbed in for Luka Doncic. Now here's Vincent. No made baskets yet. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Celtics trail by 13. Pass to Queta. Back to Brown. Here's Hauser. Takes the three. And Reeves pulls it down. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Now here's Hayes. Vincent outside. No good on the triple. Hauser outside. Pass to Simons. Fires for 3. The shot that time not on target. And so it's Los Angeles in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possessions. We'll be right back with you shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. We've got Anthony Simons. He's out there with Jaylen Brown. Sam Hauser out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Minot in at the 4-man spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's LaRavia following the 3 by Boston. To the inside. And stolen by Reeves. Pass to Vincent. Back to Reeves. Here's Kleba. On the wing, Vincent launches it. No good that time.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
1 minute in now in the 4th quarter. Brown passes to Simons. Back to Brown. Here's Minot. Offline with a 3.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Vincent passes to Hayes. Pass to Kleba. And here's Vincent. Down low. Hayes, shot's good. And the Lakers lead by 12.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
Up top, Brown. He's covered by Reeves. Brown against Reeves. Brown, that's good.
Night in, night out. Brown just makes plays.
Now Vincent. On the wing, Reeves. To the paint. Hayes against Boucher. Hayes misses. Celtics trail by 10. Brown charging in. Stripped away. LaRavia with it. Guarded by Hauser. Reeves with the ball. Kleba with the screen. Hayes against Boucher. There's the 3. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 5 rebounds in the game. Hauser right side. Beyond the arc. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 6 assists in the game.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Now here's Vincent. Pass to Hayes. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. From downtown, Vincent can't hit.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Brown drives in. And stolen by Hayes. Vincent with the ball. Now guarded by Simons. Outside Reeves. The three. Boston pulls it in. Simons deciding where to go with it. Hauser passes to Boucher. Simons outside. And finished off by Boucher.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
And here's LaRavia. Pass to Kleba. Now here's Reeves to stop the drought. And the layup is up and in.
Not just a jump shooter, Reeves is also skilled at converting in close.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Vincent. And it's Simons missing.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And that one's good. LaRavia.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Simons. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
And the first one at the line is good. And Boston with some changes. Cadis checked in for Boucher. Walsh comes in for Minot. And it's White in for Hauser. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. Hachimura comes in for Kleba. LeBron, he's checked in for LaRavia. And Doncic has subbed in for Vincent. No good on the second free throw. The Lakers lead by 8. Outside Reeves. Doncic outside. No good on the three. And White has got the ball here for Boston. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. White with a screen on James. The kick out to White. 4-3. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 7 assists in the game. Reeves against White. Doncic outside. Off target from outside.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Brown passes to Simons. James against Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Simons outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, the jumper from Simons is smooth like butter.
James against Brown. Yes! And the foul! Jaylen Brown picks one up.
Just so reliable around the rim, guys. And that bucket gives them a solid cushion here late.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
Well, they're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And I also have to praise them for their three-point shooting. They're showing a lot of confidence, letting them fly from deep.
And that one misses.
And when you think of LeBron, his competitive spirit is, to me, the first thing that comes to mind. All this guy wants to do is win all the time.
Here's Walsh to the middle. Here's Brown. The kick out to White from the arc. And again, Boston with the triple.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
The Lakers in the lead. Outside Reeves. Here's Ayton, and Ayton with the stuff.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Back to Brown. Pass to White to tie it up. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
They fought so hard to get themselves in a position to win this game.
And it's so much easier said than done, but now it's all about keeping that momentum going for them.
James against Brown. Doncic outside. Trying to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Up top, Pritchard. Hachimura covering. Pass to Brown. Back to Pritchard to take the lead. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
Good decision-making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Outside Reeves. James outside. No good with the triple.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
White, the pass to Brown. Back to White. Jacks up a three. Offensive board. Kata gets the bucket. And the Celtics lead by 5.
I think I've lost track of how many of their possessions have ended exactly like that.
Efficiency is key, especially down the stretch.
Now, here is James. Here's Doncic. Takes a three. Oh, no good.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
Doncic against Brown. Now White. And stolen by Reeves. It's a one-on-one situation. Yes! Using that window.
A guy who will do what it takes to get his team what they need. Reeves steps up.
Outside, Brown. Here's Pritchard. Now White. Here's Kata. White outside. Releases. Oh, it doesn't go. Lakers trail by 3. Outside Reeves. James. Ooh, he can't tie it up. That one's no good. Austin on offense. They're on an 18-6 run. Pritchard outside. Jaylen Brown. Big hit from outside. Jaylen Brown.
In the clutch, Brown is someone you rely on, and he knows how to find his team points in a hurry.
Now Ayton.
I don't mind it. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
He drops the first one, and that brings him within 5. Ayton hits them both.
A perfect trip to the line narrows the gap.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. 52 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Pritchard outside. And they go to the intentional foul.
Doncic. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
They double him with Aiden. Here's the pass to Brown. Clock at 6. Now White. And stolen by Reeves.
Picture-perfect execution on the double team. No problem stripping the ball away.
Buries it!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver. What's up?
Good from Doncic.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Brown scanning the floor.
A wing who wants to pound it down low. Brown earns a trip to the line.
Personal foul. Third team foul. At the line, Jaylen Brown. At the line for 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Against all possibilities.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Brown on the wing, stolen by Ayton. Oh, the long ball, no good. Time expires. We're going to overtime. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. LeBron and Hachimura in at the forward slots. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's Pritchard. Oh, he he finished it off. A beauty of a pass.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Now here's Doncic. Ayton, the screen on Pritchard. Doncic fires. Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down.
Talk about perfect execution. Ayton on the same page with his man there.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Boston. Hey, Brown in traffic.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
The Lakers trail. 4 quarters, not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime now. Doncic is doubled.
This is classic LeBron leaping off the floor for a powerful dunk.
When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A. Playing loose can help you and hurt you. You really need to tighten it up.
Now Brown. Let's loose for 3. Hachimura there for the rebound. Here's Ayton. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Pritchard against Doncic.
Los Angeles foul. DeAndre Ayton. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 2. Namias Queta.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second.
I'm sure he wanted to hit all his free throws, but at least he gave his team the lead.
On the wing, Reeves. He's guarded by White. Now Doncic. Hachimura left side. White with a steal. Here's Pritchard. Outside, Brown. The triple drop.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Just over 2.5 minutes in OT in this exciting contest. Hachimura with a screen on White. Reeves can't hit it.
Nah, that's kind of a Hail Mary there. That's the mark of desperation.
Here's White. Outside, Brown. Pritchard against Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the pass to Brown. Oh, missed on the tray.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
James. Outside Reeves. He launches. Money from 3.
There it is. With Reeves, you don't have to worry about his confidence.
Boston has gotten 1 of 3 shots to fall from deep in OT. Pritchard outside. Jacks up a 3. Hachimura there for the rebound. To take the lead. Oh, LeBron. Just too much to handle inside.
I'm sorry, just who else would you want it shooting there? LeBron James, just so calm under pressure.
Brown. Pritchard against Doncic. And Pritchard, here we go. Off on the layup. For Los Angeles, they've gone an impressive 4 for 5 since we started overtime. LeBron buries it from outside.
Who else but LeBron could pull that off? Keeping his cool and delivering in the clutch.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Here's the pass to Brown. Takes it from 10. James rips down the board. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And that's an intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Second team foul. James taking 2 shots. Shoot 2.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. Absolutely no room for error.
Everything has to almost fall perfectly for them to pull this out.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pulls in another board, and he hauls in his 20th rebound.
Oh, just dominating the glass. Great work collapsing the defense, then kicking it out.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Luka Doncic. The line for 2. Shooting 2.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, and Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Turning here to our analyst, what elements become the primary keys at this point?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Pritchard fires. Misses the 3. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Third personal foul. 4th team foul. Shooting for Los Angeles, DeAndre Ayton. 2 shots. Shooting 2.
Free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much do it.
And so it's the Lakers with the W. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end. Whew.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
LeBron, that was an impressive win. What did it take to get it done tonight?
It's a really good team that we're playing. They're very resilient, just like us. They play together, they play hard, they play tough, so we had to bring that fight tonight.
You brought it. It paid off. Congrats.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And let's leave you with our player of the game,